2023 marks a full year of being Yelp Elite for me. Last year, I thoroughly enjoyed all the events and experiences I got a chance to go to just in a few months that I became Elite. You can watch the video of all the experiences and events that I went to last year on my channel and also at the end of this video. And if you're curious on how to become a Yelp Elite, it really isn't that difficult. I made a whole video on that one as well, so definitely check it out at the end of this video. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into all the events and experiences I got to participate in 2023. First up was this Elite Experience event where over a course of a weekend I was able to attend this pop-up museum called Art Tech House. And as the name implies, it's coupling art with technology, featuring lasers and projections with some background ambient sounds. As a Yelp Elite, I got 2 free tickets, so myself and a +1. And they also have this bar area, but unfortunately drinks weren't included in this one. But drinks were definitely included in the next event that I went to, which was a kickoff event for getting a new badge as a Yelp Elite for 2023. We were inundated with an abundance of food courtesy of Nando's, including appetizers, a main course, plus dessert, so a lot of stuff that I normally wouldn't even try at Nando's when I go. Plus, we got 2 drink tickets that we could redeem towards their sangrias, but we also got unlimited access to their fountain drinks. After a pleasant evening socializing with other Yelp Elites, we came home with 2 Nando's sauces, a water bottle, a reusable bag, a coupon to Nando's, and Yelp mints. This next one also occurred in the same month, also a kickoff event. I wasn't sure if I could get into 2 Yelp Elite kickoff events, but somehow I did. Despite missing the appetizers because the event started at 5 p.m., I still was plenty stuffed with their main course of pizza as well as their dessert, and we also got 2 drink tickets as well. We also didn't leave empty-handed. We came home with a Yelp tote bag, a Yelp hand sanitizer, and Yelp mints. For Women's History Month, we got to try our hand at painting. We had a full-on tutorial session, and we were able to enjoy a drink while we were at it. Not only did we get to take home what we painted that day, plus a paintbrush, but also a box of pastries from a local business startup. The next one I attended was a Yelp Elite experience, so it was over a course of a period of time where I can pick a time that worked for me, where I could get a free facial at this local skincare shop. While I got to explore the different products, I was able to get a drink and some snacks, and I came home with a bag of foot cream, the headband towel that I used, as well as a Yelp chapstick. Next, returning to food, this time a dessert shop featuring mochi donuts and corn dogs, as well as their rice yogurt drinks. So I was able to sample their full assortment. Coming into this event, I didn't expect at all to be stuffed since this is a dessert shop, but once again, Yelp has got my stomach covered. Alongside with a very cute backdrop, we also left with some corn dog themed stickers. Next up was some free Thai food. This particular restaurant is tucked away in a kind of business location, but we again were greeted with tons of food. And we also got 2 drink tickets, and because it's a Thai restaurant, we had the option to use it towards a non-alcoholic beverage like Thai tea, and took home these Yelp branded chopsticks, which was really neat. The next stop I went to was this sugar-filled pop-up event in a mall. As the name implied, we went through various different candy-themed rooms and was able to pick up candy along the way. It was very, very photo-esque, and I'm sure kids would have loved it. There was a lot of interactive parts to it, like this swing and also these rings in this dark room, resembling lifesavers, I'm assuming, and also this confetti-filled room where you can actually shoot confetti out of the wall. We also got exclusive t-shirts and, of course, a lot of candy to take home with us. From a kid-friendly event to a much more adult-geared event is this winery tour. We first enjoyed the biggest spread of charcuterie I've ever seen, and of course sampled some wine before going on the tour. We ended up leaving with 2 wine glasses, one from the actual winery and the stemless plastic one with the Yelp branding on it, as well as a small tote bag. It's now middle of the summer, and we were able to try out this new restaurant that has lesser known cuisine. We got to learn all about how the owner immigrated to the US, started pretty much with nothing, and was able to get to where he is today. Of course, we stuffed ourselves with some really nice food, and the Yelpers at my table particularly enjoyed this tea that they offered. The food love continues with this high-end restaurant featuring a Michelin star chef, and we were impressed with their valet parking as well as their fancy restrooms. But of course, most of all, we were mostly impressed with their aesthetically pleasing and delicious variety of dishes. For this particular event, they even dedicated a whole room in the back for the Yelpers to take pictures of the various dishes that we tried. So the 100 or so of us that took over the restaurant didn't have to fight to get pictures of the food we were going to eat. The next event was very American traditional at a barbecue place. Unlike the other restaurant elite events I went to, we didn't take over the entire restaurant this time. Instead, we took over their party room in the back, and they started us off with some of the best tacos I've ever had. We only got one drink ticket this time, but they did make some pretty fancy looking drinks. Loaded up with carbs and of course protein, we also came home with some barbecue sauce and a Yelp hot sauce as well as a pen. Things started to slow down toward the end of the year, at least for my Yelp Elite areas, so the next ones I were able to try were all Yelp experiences. So the next one I tried was a biscuit at this establishment that was pretty tucked away. I was greeted very warmly and got a personalized to-go bag with the biggest biscuit I've ever had, and they also gave me a little jar of jam as well. And then I was able to visit a new store opening for a popular ice cream chain and was able to get a sampler of 3 flavors in their freshly made waffle bowl. In October, I returned to that same skincare shop, this time to make my own customized scent roller. While the employee mixed up my scent, I was able to again enjoy a drink as well as some snacks before coming away with that scent roller, another jar of foot cream, a coupon, and a Yelp travel hairbrush/mirror, which is the coolest practical item I've gotten as a Yelp Elite so far. And the final Yelp Elite experience I attended was for this Hot Wheels Champion pop-up again in a mall, and I was able to bring a +1 once again to this 1.5 hour simulation experience. We got the VIP tickets, which was actually worth over $100. Using the RFID bracelet that they gave us, we would check in at different booths or stations to play various different games, all very virtual and simulation based. It's definitely something more targeted for kids, and there were a handful of things that didn't quite work properly, like controls that weren't properly calibrated and cameras not properly adjusted. And since we got the VIP tickets, we got some extra stuff, including this Hot Wheels poster as well as a keychain. If I had actually paid the $53 per person ticket, I would definitely not be a very happy customer. But since it was a free experience, we just enjoyed what we could and had a few giggles here and there. This year I RSVP'd for 21 different events or experiences, and I got into 16 of them. So that is a 76% success rate, which is quite good. But I had also RSVP'd for stuff that wasn't exactly in my Yelp location, so not too surprising that I only got waitlisted for some of those. So if I excluded the ones that are RSVP'd outside of my Yelp region, then I actually had an 84% success rate. Plus, every now and then there seems to be an opportunity to get free movie tickets, but I've never been fast enough to get those, unfortunately. But all in all, very happy with the diverse experiences and events I got to go to, all thanks to being a Yelp Elite. So if you're interested in becoming a Yelp Elite yourself, check out the video I made on how I became a Yelp Elite. And if you aren't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you do so you can see my adventures for the next year. See you all in 2024.